Beloved friends, I'd like to invite you to come to church this Sunday. There's this story that we read in Scripture where there are these two disciples walking down the road to Emmaus. It's just after the death of Jesus, and these two disciples are grieving deeply for the death of their friend. Now, suddenly a stranger appears to them on the road, and the stranger is not sympathetic to their grief like one would expect. Instead, the stranger bursts with impatience at their grief and argues that the crucifixion was a necessary good if only they could see it, and that the resurrection was something that had been predicted long ago. One can imagine that the conversation only went on for hours after that. And as they continue down the road, the disciples invite the stranger into their home. And it was in their home that the disciples and the stranger sat at table together. And it was around that table that the disciples invited the stranger to give the blessing. He picks up the bread, he breaks it, and he passes it to the disciples. And it's in that moment of passing the bread, that the disciples get a glimpse of the way their friend had once passed the bread before. It was in that moment of breaking and passing bread that the disciples see the face of God in the stranger. I hope you will join us this Sunday for worship as we continue in our worship series on belonging and as we explore this story, the road to Emmaus. I hope you will join us as we unpack its meaning of extravagant welcome within its pages, and as we seek to discern how we might more effectively practice radical hospitality here at DCC. My friends, I believe if we do this work, if we are about being a people that practice radical hospitality, if we are a people who are constantly looking at how we might invite the stranger in, as the story says, we too might see the face of God. I hope to see you this Sunday in church.